In this part, we want to make the scroll buttons like this. At the beginning, it do not need to scroll to the left side, so it has to hide the scroll buttons. And then if we scroll to the right side, it appears again. So we can click on this and back to the first story. And if you push to the end, it will disappear. So now we are going to create this effect. And first of all, we have to create some state and reference. So we want to set the show left and show right state, and also we have to create the stories ref, and we have to import this from React. So we import the use ref and also the use state, and then we also need to pass the reference to this part. So we have to add ref is equal to stories ref. So what we have to determine is how can we know this is at the beginning, and how can we know that the user already scrolled to the end. So the first thing is we have to understand these variables or these properties, and you can see how can we know that we already scrolled to the end. So we have to check the scroll length is equal to the scroll width minus the client width, because what the user need to scroll is this part. So in order to get the user's scroll length, we have to use the scroll left properties. So we go to the stories components and create a function called onScroll. And then the first part is if the stories ref.current.scroll left is greater than 0, then we have to set show left is equal to true, else we have to set show left is equal to false. In order to see the effect, we have to add the onScroll is equal to onScroll, and then we have to add the show left is double N. So now you can see the left icon already disappear. We can see the scroll right buttons will become on the left side because actually the scroll left button already disappear and do not occupy any space if we use this method. So this is not a good method to do this, so we have to delete this. Instead, we are going to use the visibility. So we change this to template literal, and then we set the condition at here, and then if this is show left, and then this is visible, otherwise this is invisible. So we do the same at this part. We use the template literal at here, and then we copy this and paste to here. But this time we use show right. Now we can see the button disappear, but the scroll right button still on the right side. And now what we have to do is to use the button to wrap the icon, and then we add the functions on click, and then we set the stories ref.current.scroll left is equal to the stories ref.current.scroll left plus 300. So now if we click on this and scroll, and we should change this to minus because this is scroll left. So we copy this and paste to here. So we change this to plus, and then we close the button. Now if we click on this, you can see it scroll to the right side and the button appear. And if we click this, it will disappear if it's already at the beginning. So there is one condition left, is we have to check if the scroll left already go to the end of the stories. So we already said the length actually is equal to the scroll width minus client width. So we are going to check if the stories.current.scroll left is equal to stories.current.scroll width minus stories.current.client width. Then we will set the show right to be false because it already at the end. Else we set the show left to be true. So we set show right to be true. Now we back to our website and we can check if we scroll to the end, the button will disappear. And if we scroll to the start, the left button will disappear, but the right button will appear again.